Introducing first, out of the blue corner, presented in association with MTC Sunshine Promotions. He weighed in at 133.6 pounds, wearing black trunks with gold trim. He brings an impressive record into the ring, 22 victories with only 2 defeats, 18 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Windhoek, Namibia, Jeremiah Loki Nakathila. Introducing out of the red corner, presented in association with Zanfer Promotions. He weighed in at 135 pounds, wearing black trunks with red, green, and white trim. He too brings an impressive record into the ring, 38 victories with only 2 defeats, 34 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world from Cancun, Quintana Roo, Mexico, Miguel Berchelt.
Mouthpiece. Centering. Mouthpiece. Okay. Belt here is good. Belt here is good. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up now.
So what will this edition of Miguel Berchelt look like? They said the focus was more defense, on distance, on staying at range, on anticipating counters. But you know, Dre, to his core, that he is an attacker. And it's hard to take that away from somebody when it's been who you have been for so long. The stress, he says, is to just be a little more intelligent in the ring.
Well, you have to be if you're going to last and come back from the knockout that Berchelt came back from. But you also don't want to take away his greatest asset. He's naturally aggressive. He's got a fighter's heart. You just got to modify it, clean it up a little bit, polish it, and then Berchelt has to go execute.
You know what defense is? Just move your head. Just make the effort to try to move your head off the line as possible as you can. You know, if I'm Nakathila, I'm doing exactly what he's doing right now. I'm coming forward. I'm coming to test the chin of Berchelt. He's been off for 13 months, and he suffered a severe knockout in his last fight. So I'm coming straight at him.
He puts sights on a right hand and goes for another one. Nakathila has a big right hand. It's just hard to land against Shakur Stevenson, one of the most elusive young fighters in the entire sport. Here against Berchelt, he should have an easier target.
Yes, he should, but we don't know. And when Shakur landed on Nakathila, he got reactions from Nakathila. Not only knocked him down, but he would get wobbles, he would get reactions. So I also want to see how the chin of Nakathila holds up. This goes both ways.
Nakathila right now seems like he's in control of the distance, and he's looking to land that shot. Berchelt right now doing a good job of avoiding that right hand. Let's see if Nakathila can make an adjustment and bring the right hand down to the body. There it is, right hand right on the temple. Berchelt got to be careful.
There's the right hand to the body from Nakathila.
Right hand is a natural punch for Nakathila. He doesn't think before he throws it. He just lets it go. It's natural. The power is natural. And it's just a gift that he has.
And it's long. He's 5'10", and his reach is 72 and a half.
I like what Berchelt's doing in this first round, except getting hit with those right hands. He's not trying to rush, but he's got to find a way to box without getting hit, because he's getting hit clean, he's getting hit flush, and it's too early to be getting hit with those kind of shots.
Nakathila landed the right hand moments ago and then had an up jab, and you saw a smile on his face.
Nakathila's doing exactly what he needs to do right now. Dictating the pace, pushing back. Berchelt, and landing that right hand at will.
To your point, employing the strategy you should against a guy who suffered a knockout the way Berchelt did.
And being off for so long.
That's right.
You know, you getting hit with 8-ounce gloves ain't no joke. You can't work on that inside the gym. Ooh.
Good start for Jeremiah Nakathila. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward on the call. Round number 2, the former champion Miguel Berchelt and Jeremiah Nakathila. Nakathila was 12 of 63 on his total punches in that first round.
So you see Berchelt getting hit a lot in that first round. That's because he's thinking a lot. He should be thinking, but he's thinking a bit too much. And that's what I meant when I said you can't take away the instinct. You got to just try to polish the instinct, because if he loses the instinct, then he's just a sitting duck. You need Berchelt to be Berchelt, just a better version of himself.
Well, right now, I like the strategy he's deploying right now. The reason why is because Nakathila full of energy. He's letting those shots go. And if Berchelt can make a lot of those shots miss, it's going to gas Nakathila, and he can start coming on a little bit late. But this fight is 3 battles. He got a new trainer, also suffering that knockout loss, and also he got to deal with what's in front of him. So it's a tough outing, I believe, tonight for Berchelt. Excuse me.
Listen, fellas, the kind of right hands that Berchelt's getting hit with, and the way his chin is in the air, it's not good.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. So do you get more offense, Dre, or do you stay defensively responsible?
I think both, but I think you got to live or die with who you are, and Berchelt's offense has been his defense historically in his career. So be yourself, but just know that something's coming back when you're done punching.
Dre, it's exactly the conversation we had with him yesterday in our production meeting when we turned to him and said, listen, in your 41st fight of your career, where you've been so distinct with your identity, how do you all of a sudden try to change things up? It's a big challenge. He is what he is.
Absolutely. But again, we're letting Nakathila off the hook. He's got to prove to the world that he can take a shot, that he can take the punch of Miguel Berchelt. And Berchelt can't. Ooh, good shot right there.
Great right hand to the body from Nakathila.
Oh, that's a spleen shot right there. Devastating shot.
That's a problem, because if he starts to land that shot to the body, Berchelt's going to look for that shot to the body, then it's coming back upstairs.
3-punch combination from Nakathila.
It's not looking good for Berchelt right now, fellas. I know it's early, but it's the kind of punches that Nakathila's landing, and I'm not seeing any answers from Berchelt right now.
Short right hand on the inside that time as well. Wide right hand, that was cupping.
Shoulders gun shy. That's what it is. It's gun shy. That knockout. It's all mental. He's in there with a big punch. Ooh, another right hand. Another one.
Nakathila continues with his strong start against the former champ.
The punch that Nakathila wanted to land in this fight is the right hand. That's his gift. He's landed it early, he's landed it often, and he's landed it flush. And he's getting closer and closer to that sweet spot. And I don't know if that sweet spot is on the side of the chin or on the temple of Miguel Berchelt, but Berchelt better make adjustments fast, because if not, he's going to have another problem similar to what he had against Oscar Valdez in his last fight.
Dre and Timmy, when Nakathila fought Shakur Stevenson, he landed only 28 total connects over 12 rounds. In the first 2 rounds here against Berchelt, he went past that number. He had 31 connects.
Well, part of that is Berchelt.
That's
part
correct.
Of that is Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
And how great he is and how great a defense he has. And that's why sometimes we can't overreact when a guy doesn't perform spectacularly against certain fighters, because sometimes on the night, that's what it took to get the job done.
So if I'm in Berchelt's corner right now, to make the biggest adjustment is use my feints, use my jab, and I want that right hand to be deployed, and I want to put myself in position to land my hook after he throws that right hand.
That's low.
That's a warning.
Let it up. Okay? Good. Okay?
Right now, Nakathila has no respect for anything that Berchelt's doing because Berchelt is gunshot. He's not letting it. Oh!
Knockdown scored, round 3, Nakathila.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That was a jab, people.
Sometimes you're just never the same after a devastating knockout. Is that the case for Berchelt? We may be finding out in real time right here.
This is where things can get ugly because you got a fighter who's already got defensive problems. Now he's hurt.
Nakathila came in an underdog against the former champ, but he was confident. He said this is going to be easy. Berchelt's style makes it easy. He exposes himself, and he's not the same Berchelt. Searching for that right hand behind the jab. How do his legs look to you, Timmy?
Oh,
He's another right hand.
Not good at all.
It's going to be the right hand, fellas. It's going to be the right hand.
Goes underneath with the right uppercut to the body. Nakathila in complete control at the end of 3. Knockdown scored.
Hey, son, listen to me. You can't just let him go off on you. You can't just let him be on top of you. You need to move your head. But you're not throwing any punches back. You're on the very basic. You're just throwing one shot at a time. Come on, nothing's gonna happen if you let your hands go.
Berchelt is still affected by the knockdown or the knockout that he suffered against Oscar Valdez. That right there is an example because he was knocked down by a jab from Nakathila. Right on the button, right on the chin, set him on the seat of his pants. He comes up, what goes down must comes up. Boom! Nakathila met his chin with a stiff, hard jab.
And Dre, how do you explain that to the layman when we talk about 13 months removed from a devastating knockdown and you're still affected? The cobwebs are still there.
Well,
oh
those
my
demons
God,
are still there. The doubt is still there.
And right now there's a lot of doubt being heaped on him. Nakathila's going for it to open up round 4.
I know this sounds counterintuitive, but Berchelt needs to go to Nakathila, slip inside. He needs to go to the power and smother it.
Yep.
Because outside where he is right now, it's going to get ugly.
Oh my goodness. Body shot right there landed for Nakathila. You saw the reaction. Berchelt jumped up in the air. Nakathila has no respect for Berchelt right now.
Berchelt's giving him no reason to respect him because he hasn't thrown. He's been focused on defense exclusively.
Berchelt, Nakathila is doing exactly what he said. If Berchelt has any mystique left, Nakathila never recognized it. He's told us, hey, he just woke up. I'm going to put him right back to sleep.
That's what he said all week. He said Berchelt is not the same. That knockout is still in his mind. Sweeping right hand.
The house is going to burn down. It's got to go down with Berchelt being who he is. I would rather go out in a firefight than allow this man to slowly break me down and knock me out, because Berchelt can land a shot on Nakathila if he lands right, because Nakathila doesn't have great legs. We haven't seen that tonight because he's having his way. But what happens when he gets hit flush with a good shot?
He's mentally and physically damaged, Dre. That's what we're seeing right now, a diminished fighter. One punch can change your entire career.
The best shot that Berchelt has is to fight fire with fire. Be mindful that punches are coming back. Stay close, stay low, and let your hands go. Because if he lets Nakathila continue to do what he's doing, that right hand's going to land, fight over with.
Nearly landed right there, and it does. Can he slip his way in? Can he create an opportunity?
He's had a little bit of success creeping forward and pushing Nakathila back just a little bit. Oh. Nakathila doesn't have the power and the leverage going backwards like he does standing still or coming forward.
A sporting event to be held at the new Resorts World here on the Vegas Strip. And it's an upset in the making if Jeremiah Nakathila keeps up with that. 71 punches landed through 4 rounds. He has Berchelt, the former champion, off balance again to start this round. He scored a knockdown 2 rounds ago in round 3 with a jab. Berchelt, of course, 13 months removed from a devastating knockout to Oscar Valdez.
Oh, my goodness.
And now he comes forward, and he lands a sweeping left hand. As you said, you may as well fight fire with fire. If you're going to go down, give it a little something, Dre.
That's his best shot. That's the only shot that he has tonight, is to answer the question, how much does he have left? Now's where you find out.
It'll be an uphill battle with a strafing attack being shot down at you, but he's got to go for it. That's the reality of what's in front of him.
Exactly, and he's a different fighter backing up. He's a boss coming forward, not so much so when he's going backwards.
Boy, and he falls in with that right hand time and again.
These are conversations you're having with yourself right now.
Oh, my goodness.
When
Look
you're
at
in
the
harm's
legs.
way, you don't feel yourself. The legs of Berchelt's not there, and somehow, some way, you got to find a way. You got to will your way.
The legs of Berchelt not there, Timmy, revealed even on missing a punch.
Listen to me. Berchelt is not out of the woods right now. Yes, he's landing shots, but it's going to take one. It might be 2. Oh!
Driving down a right hand is Nakathila.
Listen to me. I was never brutally knocked out. But I was in the fight of the year, 2013, when I fought Ruslan Bavadakar. I was hit the hardest I've ever was hit in my entire career by this man. And I was never the same after that.
Good shot.
Left uppercut from Nakathila. And Berchelt right now may never be the same after what Valdez did to him. But here's a rally, stepping forward again. His best moments have been just coming forward on Nakathila. Sweeping left hand again. Picks up the pace. Nakathila willing to trade. Good action here in round 5.
Berchelt's fighting for his career right now. He's fighting for his career right now.
Right hand comes in. Body shot comes in. Does Berchelt have a chance here? Nakathila does land a right hand. Big right hand lands from Nakathila.
Berchelt ate it.
This is great stuff in round 5.
This is toughness right here. Toughness from Berchelt. Grit, hunger. This is what we're seeing right now.
We got something here in Vegas now. Don't go anywhere. Short break and right back. Proud former champion Miguel Berchelt. Watch the sweeping left hand. He threw a fight high and landed a fight high as he awakens in that 5th round against Nakathila. And then Nakathila comes back with the right hand, Timmy.
Right hand, chopping right hand, right on the side of the head, near the temple. Berchelt took it well. You got to understand, it's the 6th round now. That was the 5th round. It took him about 4 rounds to get acclimated after being off for 13 months. Now he's in this fight.
The Berchelt we've always known throws a lot of punches. Top 7 in the world in punches thrown per round, into the 70s, 75.3. He just threw 71. Prior to that, he was in the 30s and 40s. Round number 6. Off balance again with that left hand. There are the total punches landed by round. Berchelt by far his best round in the 5th. And still absorbed some punishment with that driving right hand from Nakathila.
Here you see Nakathila controlling the center of the ring and pushing Berchelt back. And that's when Nakathila has the best success. If you're Nakathila, that's what you have to demand of yourself, is to not let Berchelt, a guy who's on shaky legs and whose chin is still questionable coming off of his last fight, to push you back. You have to continue to be the boss if you're Jeremiah Nakathila.
Berchelt missed with a lunging left hand. Nakathila tried to place a right hand right down the path. Three-punch combination finishes with the right hand. Now inside work from Nakathila.
To set up that left hook that Berchelt's looking for, he has to throw his right hand so he can get himself in position. He has to get Nakathila something to look at first to come with the left hook. And I say that because if you throw the left hook, then Nakathila's going to have to keep that right hand glued to his face. He has to respect it.
And I know the struggle that Berchelt has right now. He doesn't want to open up and get caught with a clean shot and have a repeat of his last fight. But this is where you will yourself to be different. You either sit back and take the punishment, or you try to create something and risk getting knocked out, but potentially get a knockout. This is what fighters sign up for when they sign that contract.
Whoa. Move your head, son.
He is staying right on that line, and he's eating right hands from Nakathila. Able to parry that one for a moment.
Can't get hit.
Oh! Big shot sends the mouthpiece flying. Bloody nose on Berchelt. He walks it back, and the mouthpiece will be replaced in what is fortunate timing to recover.
Capetillo's got to look at his fighter. He may have some tough decisions to make in this round or the next round.
Man, Russell Moore just said, you got to show me something.
Need to stop it now.
We could be on the verge of a TKO win for Nakathila here.
If Nakathila finishes this round strong, Capetillo may stop it in between this round.
That was a brutal right hand that sent the mouthpiece across the ring. Just missed on the right uppercut. Berchelt's legs are unsteady.
And his mouth is open, Tess. His mouth is wide open.
That should be it.
That's it. That, man.
Manny. Hagan esto. Págalo.
I've seen enough as well.
That's it.
It's over.
It is over. It is a TKO victory at the end of 6 for Jeremiah Nakathila. Miguel Berchelt's comeback bid ends like that.
A lot of respect to that man, Miguel Berchelt. Done a great job in this sport. It ended abruptly, his career ended abruptly his last 2 fights. I don't know if he's going to continue to fight on, but I wouldn't recommend it. But just a lot of respect for him. Everybody can't go on and have undefeated records and, you know, have these unblemished careers. Sometimes it ends like this. But respect from one fighter to another. He fought hard tonight. He could have packed it in. He could have laid it down because he was getting hit with some hellacious shots early. And he knew he was fighting for his career. He knew that this was it. He had to try to make something happen, or this could spell the end of his career. He did what he could for as long as he could. And I think Russell Moore did the right thing by not allowing Berchelt to go out there and get knocked out and have a repeat of his last fight. He stopped it around early. I commend him and I applaud him. Great job, Russell Moore.
Listen to me. I told you already, physically, when you get hit with big shots like that and you go to sleep. I was in the fight of the year 2013, and after that fight I was never the same. My ability to be able to take a punch and absorb a shot was diminished drastically. Spiritually, I was torn.
That right hand in round number 6 that sent the mouthpiece flying, and then the follow-up damage, and it was the right hand all night long. What a win for Jeremiah Nakathila, delivering on everything he said he would in the lead up to this fight.
He kept it basic, but he stuck to his strengths with this, keeping his fighter long at range because Nakathila has a long reach, and everything was about landing the right hand. If you have a gift, you have power, you have length, you have reach, why not use it? He didn't try to complicate the situation. He just jabbed and he fired the right hand, and he jabbed and he fired the right hand. Great job from Nakathila.
Fight's over. Fight's over. One more. Advice of the doctor.
It's amazing how one single night can alter the course of a fighter's life. February of 2021 against Valdez, and now this tonight. We're going to have plenty to tell you about, plenty to talk about after this short break. Don't go anywhere. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is brought to you by Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance. Upset here in Vegas. TKO victory for Nakathila over the former champ Berchelt. We are going to go to the state of boxing for all the post-fight interviews, analysis, including a visit live with Teofimo Lopez, the former undisputed champion, in moments. So head over to ESPN app for the remainder of our broadcast with all the post-fight coverage and interviews. Let's make it official. Here's Mark Chinook.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside Resorts World Las Vegas, referee Russell Mora calls a stop to this bout at the conclusion of the 6th round based on the advice of our ringside physician. Declaring your winner by technical knockout, Jeremiah Low-Key Nakathila!
He said, I have the strength to knock out any lightweight. Well, welcome to the lightweight division. The power punching in the big right hand of Jeremiah Nakathila. Again, join us on the ESPN app right now for the state of boxing, our entire post-fight coverage, including the interviews. And right now here on ESPN, the full day recap with SportsCenter. They'll take it away.
In favor of Jeremiah Nakathila against Miguel Berchelt, the second in a row. Miguel, fuiste un guerrero esta noche, sin embargo, no fue suficiente. ¿Qué pasó? What happened tonight? You were a warrior in the ring until the last second. What happened?
Pues bueno, nos sorprendimos, yo estaba listo para seguir, soy un guerrero mexicano, pero bueno, el referee no sé por qué la paró, yo estaba bien, quería seguir la pelea, pero él ya no me dejó salir, entonces el referee es la máxima autoridad, entonces hay que respetar su decisión.
I'm a little bit surprised. I really thought that I was in a condition to continue, but the referee decided to stop the fight. He's the ultimate authority. I have to respect that, but I wanted to continue. De cierta forma, desde el primer round se notó un poco que estabas tocado. ¿Tú te sentiste al 100% o sentiste las secuelas de lo que pasó con Oscar Valdez? Did you feel the sequels of that knockout against Oscar Valdez?
No, me sentía bien. La verdad que mientras haya tiempo y una oportunidad de ganar, yo creo que tengo la potencia para cambiar el golpe, una pelea de un golpe, pero bueno, hay que respetar al referee. El referee decidió parar la pelea y yo quería seguir, pero no me dejó.
I think that I had the punching power to change the fight at any moment. I felt that I'm a warrior and I wanted that opportunity, but the referee made the decision to stop the fight. Después de estas dos derrotas de esta manera, el futuro qué depara para ti? What's next for you?
No, levantarse, no importa. Yo voy a descansar primero, voy a ir a ver a mi mamá, a mi familia, nutrirme y luego voy a regresar. Los grandes campeones no son los que siempre ganan, son los que caen, pero siempre se levantan. Entonces yo me voy a levantar de esto y más fuerte.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to rise from this. The great champions are not the ones who fall. The great champions are those that rise. And I will go home, spend some time with my family, visit with them, get some rest, and I'm going to come back stronger than ever. Gracias y te deseamos lo mejor. Thank you very much.
No, muchas gracias y quiero felicitar a Jeremiah Nakathila. Una buena victoria y pues bueno, esperemos mi regreso.
I want to thank Jeremiah Nakathila and congratulate him on a wonderful victory. As we make our way over now to Jeremiah Nakathila, you told us in the fighter meetings, Jeremiah, that it was going to be easy. Was it easy to take out Miguel Berchelt tonight?
You know, for me, you know, just from the first round, you know, my corner, you know, when they observe, they say, take your time. It's not going to reach 10 rounds. What you got, I know what I have, I knew it's going to be difficult for him to reach the 10th round. It was not so easy, but, you know, I make it look easy.
It seemed like in the 4th round he got you pretty good, but then in that last round you were able to, it looked like, really go after his nose and really damage him. When did you know you had this fight won?
Yeah, at some point I know he can't swing. You know, I smile at him and then I say, yeah, come on. And then it didn't really bother me. You know, the way he comes, he swing there. It didn't bother me because I just get back to my game plan. And then, you know, I capitalize, especially what I did.
You said in our pre-fight meetings that he was still asleep from the knockout against Oscar Valdez, and you were going to go put him to sleep. Do you think if they let him come out for the 7th round, that happens?
Yeah, no, I told him, you know, luckily he gave up, you know, himself. I was going to hit him bad or put him to sleep in a bad way. Luckily, he see it coming, and then he decided he's not going to come back.
What kind of message did you send to the other lightweights now? Are you going to stay at 35, or are you going to go back down to 130?
Yeah, no, this is just a message to the lightweight division. You know, they should not forget to mention my name when it comes to the lightweight, and I'm coming for all these boys at the lightweight division. But for sure, me, if there's a good fight for me at the junior light, I can still do the junior light and a lightweight. You know, I feel much stronger.
Thank you very much. A big win for his country of Namibia, Joe.
It really was a big win for Jeremiah Nakathila. And by the way, in terms of, we made so much of Berchelt going to 135 pounds. It was also the debut of Nakathila at 135 pounds. And I thought on that 5'10" frame with that 72.5-inch reach, he looked great. Like, he looked filled out and had physical prowess to him. And you saw it delivering with that right hand.
You know what this night does for me? It elevates and magnifies Shakur and Valdez. First of all, I mean, I owe Shakur an apology because Nakathila was a more formidable, more powerful guy than I thought when they fought. Second, what you're seeing is the lasting and destructive impact of Oscar Valdez.
I agree totally with that assessment. You know, damaged goods tonight. That's what we saw from Berchelt. I mean, he basically was a shell of himself tonight against Nakathila. I mean, Nakathila did exactly what he said he was going to do. Not only that, he did what he was supposed to do. Come out, I'm going to use your term, Dre, test or check his temperature early and as often as he possibly can. And that's what he did. And as you can see, the effects from the last fight came to the forefront again.
Man, you know, when I see fights like this and just styles like Berchelt, again, who I have a lot of respect for this guy. Personally, just him as a fighter, you know, he's a warrior, tough guy, but he didn't, you know, he wasn't that kind of man outside the ring. It just underscores to me the importance of celebrating every kind of style, right? You see Berchelt hit rough waters, and then he tries to go back and revert back to fundamentals and moving his head and using more defense. And some fighters, they don't use it as a